theme presentation. My topic is about social media management and free speech management. First, let's look at the audience, which are US undergraduates. I have come up with 3 main features that are very significant among US undergraduates. Firstly, they are all young adults, which means they have taken on new responsibilities and receiving new expectations from the public. And secondly, they are all very fond of technology, and as well as they love reading books. And thirdly, they use social media a lot. So that's why I think it is appropriate to come up with a magazine to talk about social media specifically. And the main theme is managing social media and taking the responsibilities. But why is this important? Because first, as we have mentioned, they have, as undergraduates have received new responsibilities, and they represent the future of Singapore, and they represent the image of Singapore. And also, as social media is something new, it has just emerged 20 years ago, there are still a lot of shortcomings concerning using social media. For example, pranks, frauds, and online abuse. So if US undergraduates do not use them properly, Singapore will become a very wretched place. So in order to construct a friendly and healthy environment online, US undergraduates should manage social media. My specific topic is free speech management. I think this is important because free speech is an old topic which can be dated back to the ancient Greece time, but social media is giving it new light. And it is also a double-edged sword, which means it all have good parts and bad parts. And as for undergraduates, most of them are very outspoken and open-minded, and free speech will be very much granted. But they may also sometimes act irrationally and out of a sudden impulse, and so they may hurt others. So they should learn to manage their free speech. And in my definition classification paragraph, I define social media as a set of applications that allow users to share and create information. And I classified social media platforms into 2 categories, entertainment-based ones and working-based ones. But whether US undergraduates use social media for work or play, they should all manage free speech. And blog and macro blogs are used as examples throughout the magazine. So the first process essay is about ABCs of using a microblog. A microblog is becoming very popular these days, but there are also many problems like unverified message. So in order to use them well, undergraduates should first make sure that the pages are generally a positive one that contribute positively to the information superhighway, and they should also consider what can be posted and what cannot be posted. And lastly, they should consider their behaviors applied, which means they should respond to their visitors frequently and there are no obscene languages. And next, we are going to talk about 2 blog platforms, QQ blog and Sina blog. They are all blogs that allow users to post articles, but their differences are also significant. Firstly, the level of privacy, because in Sina, every article you post, you can find them on Baidu or Google, the search engines. But the QQ blogs can be only viewed by the QQ friends of the blogger, or even a very personal, only the blogger can see them. And the contents of posts preferred on these platforms also different. In Sina blog, people are likely to see a long analysis and comments on celebrities, but on QQ blogs, there are more poems or relaxing essays. So choosing the audience of your free speech is very important. And now the cause and effect paragraph is about how free speech on social media has changed the politics. Because social media was initially used for communication and making friends, but then they are doing something big, like changing how politicians think of themselves. And there are two significant effects which are very good. And the first one is social media ensures that citizens, no matter how low their status are, as long as their topic is very interesting, they can be paid attention to. And next, because the government is paying more attention to the grassroots opinions, they are also trying to build their own social media platforms and communicate with the citizens. And in the expository part, I mainly summarize the topics, and I reviewed the history of free speech and social media, and came to the conclusion that social media protects free speech. And this is my layout and design. This is the cups and spoons from RVR, which means that if we can manage social media well, we are able to enjoy them, like we enjoy the food in RVR. And my style of writing is academic and formal because it is required, but it is also very reader-friendly, which means there are no very difficult words, so you can enjoy my magazine. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have any questions?
For the free speech, what's the meaning of young and old?
Oh, yeah. I mean old and new, young and old. It means free speech is can be dated back to very ancient times, like ancient Greece and ancient Rome. At that time, people started to encourage free speech because they think it is good for the politics to be prosper and flourish. But now, social media, as social media came into being, more people are likely to create their own channels of speech and being heard by others. So the content and the extent of free speech becomes larger.
Thank you.
Next.
You go to the slide of January 6th. Can you explain more on why, what importance of the represent the image in this point?
It means you as undergraduates receive high expectations from the public in Singapore. And if they do something improper on social media, and they will think that NUS is not a really good school, and Singapore is not a really good country because the quality of the undergraduates are not really good. So it's about the image.
All right. Thank you.